Hello friends. Let's learn today. What is psychology? So let me ask you first. What do you think? What psychology is? The study of mind. The study of behavior. Normalities and abnormalities. Or the causes and problems of all these. But before going into the meaning of psychology, let's first clear. Where does psychology originated from? Psychology. The subject has been increasingly becoming popular day by day. The number of colleges and the students opting for the subject is going up every year in almost all the universities in the world. This fast-growing subject is an offshoot of philosophy, which studies the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence. But with the passage of time, the content of psychology acquired scientific nature, and it is no longer based on speculation. The gradual change of this subject, from philosophy to science, has been responsible for the change in its meaning and concept, and therefore it has been studied as separate subject. But the question is still unsolved. What exactly is psychology? The word psychology has been derived from two Greek words, psyche, which means soul, and logos, which means talk or study. Therefore, in the early 16th century, some psychologists regarded psychology as science of studying soul. But the questions arise in accepting psychology as science of studying soul. Like, what is soul? How can it be studied? How can the existence of soul be proved? There was no clear answer with the psychologists who defined psychology as science of studying soul to prove the existence of soul. So due to the inability to find clear answer to such questions, the theory of psychology as science of studying soul got discarded. Then in the early 17th century, this failure led some ancient Greek philosophers to define psychology as a science of studying mind. Although the term mind was less mysterious and vague than soul, yet it also faced some serious questions. Like, what is mind? How can a mind of an insane be studied? How can we study the mind of an infant? Consequently, psychology as a science of studying mind got rejected. This failure to define the terms soul and mind persuaded the philosophers and psychologists to think for a suitable definition. Then, in the early 18th century, some psychologists described psychology as a science of studying consciousness. The famous psychologist, William James, in his book Principles of Psychology, defined psychology as the description and explanation of the state of consciousness. Other psychologists, like Wilhelm Wundt, who established the first psychology laboratory at the University of Leipzig, in Germany, and his disciple, Edward Bradford Titchener, also defined psychology as the science of consciousness. But this theory also faced some serious questions, like total ignorance of conscious and subconscious mind, total subjectivity in the study of conscious mind, how to study the consciousness of animals. On these grounds, the definition of psychology as a science of studying consciousness also got rejected. So this failure from soul to mind to consciousness persuaded the psychologists to think for some suitable definition. Then in the 19th century, with the advent of the modern era, British psychologist William McDougall defined psychology as a science of studying behavior. Later, other psychologists also agreed on their own terms and defined psychology as a science of studying behavior. In 1911, Pillsbury gave the behavioral definition and defined psychology as the science of human behavior. However, in later years, in 1913, J.B. Watson, the father of behaviorist school, elaborated the concept and defined psychology as the science of behavior, taking into account the human as well as animal behavior. So let's clear what is behavior. The meaning of term behavior is very wide and comprehensive in totality. It includes the behavior of all humans, animals, insects, birds, and even plants. That means it includes the behavior of all the living organisms. Apart from this, it also includes the conscious behavior, unconscious behavior, and subconscious behavior. That means it includes both covert and overt behavior as well. It also includes all the activities, cognitive, conative, and affective activities. Let's discuss the types of all the activities one by one. First one is conative activities, which includes all the motor activities, like dancing, running, writing, etc. Second type of activity is cognitive activities, which includes all the activities of mind, like thinking, imagining, reasoning, etc. Third type of activity is affective activities, which includes all the feelings like happy, sad, angry. Hence we can now say that psychology is considered as a science of behavior in its comprehensive meaning, and covering all the type of behavior of all the living organisms. If you like this video, then press the like button, comment below and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching.